And the third thing we're going to ask ourselves is, do you have exceptional character? Someone say character. Now, when we deal with character, a majority of people are going to say character is your morals and your values. Character is integrity. Character is humility. Character is respect. Character is ethical decision making. Character is doing the right thing. Character is treating people right. Character is love. We're going to hear all of that, and that is absolutely a part of character. Someone say character. But there's a part of character we don't talk about much, and I learned this in my master's program, and I've used it ever since. And Dr. Henry Cloud, he says, and I quote, he says, character is when a leader is able to meet the demands of the people and the task in an excellent manner. I have character when I'm able to do the job, when I'm able to meet the demands of the people in which I serve as a leader. Let me make it more clear. Character means I'm responsible. Character means I'm dependable. Character means that no matter how late I got to work, if I signed up for the job, I'm going to get it done. Character means that if I expect others to have integrity, I'm going to have integrity. Character means that when I have a position, I'm going to do what I have to do to possess the competence for the job. You know, one of the craziest things in the world to me is when people lie on their resumes. They say, do you want the job? And they say, yes. And they say, can you do it? Yes, I can. But once I get the job, I'm going to figure it out. Wait a minute. If I hire you and you really don't know how to do it, if you mess up, you're messing me up. You're messing me up. And we got to be aware of this as leaders. You got to be aware of this as leaders when you're creating your team. Because if you put one bad apple in the bunch, it can mess everything up. So you want people with character, not only with the right values, but they actually have the ability to do the job. And why is this important? Character is important because leaders set the example. You're the example for everybody else. Leaders raise the standard. But even more importantly, without character, it's impossible to reach your fullest potential as a leader. I didn't say this. Actually, Starbucks said it. Howard Schultz said, I quote, he said, without character, nothing else matters. He says, you can be gifted, you can have the networking skills, you can have the relationship, whatever the case may be, whatever you need, the vision, the strategic action plan, you can have everything that you want. But if you're not honest, if you're not respectful, if you're not someone that gets the job done the way in which you're expected to get the job done, if you're not giving your best every single day, then that can affect your impact as a leader. You can be the most honest person in the world, but if you don't get the job done, people are going to be mad at you. See, you've been a part of an organization before, and you've dealt with people that are unfaithful and unloyal and undependable. Anybody been there before? Is that very frustrating? Yes. Is that very irritating? Yes. I mean, it just bothers you. And they can be the most genuine person, nice and sweet, but if you can't get the job done, I need to get someone else. Another thing said about character, leadership challenge, they talk about modeling the way. So you got to model the way. Leaders model the way. Leaders set the example. And then Helen Keller says, and I quote, she said, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. She says character is built in the challenges. We know who you are based on what you do when things get tough. See, it's easy to say, I have integrity. Okay. Your job's on the line. Company says, either you lie to keep your job or we're firing you. Do you have integrity? You're in a powerful position. You say, I believe in humility. But you get on the bus and you treat the bus driver like he's nothing because he can't do nothing for you. You said, I have compassion. Really? Well, you have an account of $100,000 and someone's on the street in need, you can't even give them $10? You want to keep going? I love people. Really? Well, do you love someone when they're not dressed the way you want them to be dressed? Do you love someone when they come to you smelling in alcohol, but they need your help because you have a word to help them out? See, we've got to deal with character, be real about character, because the true character of who you are is not based when everything's going good. It's based what do you do when challenge comes. Woo. This is why King says, and I quote, he said, the measure, someone say measure. The measure of a man is not based on their time of comfort, but rather how they deal with challenge and controversy. So I really know who you are when challenge comes your way. And in life, someone say in life. In life, a lot of your opportunities are based on character in the preparation stage. Based on character in the preparation stage. Because the things I learn now are going to help me in the future. The challenges I overcome now are going to help me in the future. This is where character is built. And I have a phenomenal story, and I got a lot of time, so I'm good. Are y'all still here? Y'all still here? I'm on time. So this is the chaplain of senators and congressmen in Washington, D.C. I heard this when I was at a church I go to in Miami, Florida called Trinity. Someone say Trinity. Good church, we go to Miami. So I'm here, and the senior pastor gets up, and he's part of this leadership program, and he talks about how there's this chaplain. He's chaplain for Congress and all that good stuff. And he talked about his story. He said he was a young man in Baltimore, Maryland, and he didn't grow up in the most favorable conditions. But his mother stressed to him education and stressed to him good morals and values. So no matter what your situation looks like, your values can get you out. Say it again. No matter what your situation looks like, your values can get you out. I tell people there's 3 things that determine your success. Number 1, your vision. Number 2, the people you surround yourself with. And number 3, your value system. Your beliefs, ideologies, and philosophies that dictate your behavior can have a determination where you'll be in the next 5, 10, 15 plus years. So his mother instilled values in this young man. Bad situation, good values. Oh, I can stay here for a minute. Bad upbringing, good values. Bad neighborhood, good values. Good values will always overcome evil that surrounds you. I'll say it again. Good values will always overcome evil that surrounds you. Say it one more time. Good values will always overcome evil that surrounds you. That's a good tweet right there. Okay, so we're going to go. So he has right values. So he begins to do well in school, and he's very educated, and he's reading, and he's studying speakers. And in the summertime, because he's a college student, he's trying to how he's going to take care of his family. And so as he's growing up, he grew up in church, and so he would do these ministries in the South. In one particular summer, he's in the South, and I believe it's South Carolina. Hey, Angelo. He's in South Carolina. And he's at this revival, and there's this woman he meets. She looks good. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all look at someone here. Ooh, I can't wait to talk to them. She looks good. Looks good. Good. So they develop a relationship. And she says, I want you to come here for spring break. So he goes to visit her for spring break. And you guys know about spring break. I'm in, South Carolina. And, I'm at the beach, Myrtle Beach, And she kind of gets there and she says, I just want you to know my sister went out of town. And so we only have one bedroom. And we're going to have to sleep together. Oh, okay. Now remember, he's a preacher, so sleeping with people, how that goes. Yeah. So he's a preacher, and so he says, well, my value system is I don't want to sleep with you because you're beautiful and I may end up, so I'm going to sleep in the bathtub. True story. I'm going to sleep in the bathtub. I'm going to put a pillow on my head every night, and I'm going to say, God, help me, because there's a beautiful woman. And I'm in the bathtub. But he says, my value system on what I live, this is what I do. He's not pushing his value on her. He says, this is my value system. And we got to respect people's values. Just because you're different doesn't mean I have to hate you. You have your own opinion, and I love you no matter what. Matter of fact, I may disagree with you, but I still love you. And I can't hate you because you don't agree with me, because no one agrees with anyone on everything. If you agree, say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So this is his value system. So he's in the bathtub, and he's every day. She probably looks good. Can you imagine what she's looking like? Just visualize what she looks like. They're at the beach and everything. He's there, and for 7 days, he doesn't sleep with this woman. So for 7 days, he's in the bathtub because he's living out his values. Y'all still here? So he leaves there, and all of a sudden, the woman just cuts him off. He doesn't even hear from her no more. Ain't that kind of cold? He has good character, morals and values, and you just cut him off. She cuts him off. But his career begins to take off. He goes into the military. He does well in the military. He just does better and better. I mean, if he's a chaplain for the senators and the congressmen, okay, we won't go there today. Then he's a very, he's doing something right. So his career continues to elevate, and elevate. 20 years later, he's back speaking in this area. The woman comes in and she's bawling in tears. And he says, what's wrong? He says, you don't understand. He says, no, it's cool. I'm not tripping. Cool. Hey, I'm doing good. I got someone else sitting up there. No, I'm doing good. Don't worry about it. He says, no, she just, you don't understand. He says, no, I'm doing good. And then finally said, okay, what's wrong? She looks him in the eye. She said, I've been feeling bad for 20 years because when you came to South Carolina, I was actually pregnant. And I wanted you to have sex with me so that I could say the baby was yours. That's what I wanted to do. So in essence, watch this. His character protects him from evil. Woo! Man. So as a leader, you're going to be elevated. I like what Biggie Smalls says, more money, more problems. It's coming. It is. People are going to want to take you down. This is true. This is true. Just expect it. But if you keep the right character, your character will protect you. And what we don't talk about enough when it comes to leadership is we don't ask the question, does your character match your vision? We talk about the vision, we talk about the goals, but does your character match? Because your vision will get you there, but your character will keep you there. I'll say it again. Your vision will get you there, but your character will keep you there.